it's me, Genaro, the drinking woman's totty. Welcome to another episode of OriGenaros, fun-packed OriGenaros. Yes, we do original live musics from all around the world in video format. And if you'd like to send us your video, please send us your video to hangoverhill@gmail.com in MP4 format or .mov format. Thank you. Original music only, please, but we don't mind if it's a live video or a concept video or just a standard pop video, whatever kind of video, as long as it's original music and the quality's broadcast quality, of course, because we only have the best here on OriGenaros. Hope you enjoyed last week's show. That was great fun to do, and so much fun I decided to do it again, once again, from the kitchen, which is where I am now. At the end of this episode, we have another special. We are going to be featuring an interview that Matt did up at Rockfield Studios with the legendary band Tenderhooks. So stay tuned for that after all my general nonsense. We've got some cracking videos for you this week. So enjoy this first one. It's from Ollie Spleen.
When I was an old man, many moons ago, regrets and fears would cloud my years. I had no space to grow. But now the clouds are parting. It feels like spring has sprung. I'm learning how to live life, and I'm nearly almost young. Life is what we make it. I'll contribute my verse and extract inspiration from all things I come across. There's feasts that must be tasted and songs that should be sung. Let me embrace, not waste this. Now I'm nearly almost young. And as we play the game of life, we find it's not so fair. Cause though we fight with all our might, it seems we go nowhere. And as we climb the ladders, we find snakes on every rung. The slide to the inevitable ending that must come. So when I'm on my deathbed, being near or far away, I hope I will have few regrets, blind chances, wasted days, cause we're only here so briefly. As we satellite a sun whose rays give light and life, so we may learn to become young.
That was an absolutely beautiful video there from Ollie Spleen from his Gaslight Illuminations album. That track was Almost Young. Absolutely love it. Really, really, really beautiful track. And that was actually dedicated to the memory of his father, who's sadly gone on to the great gig in the sky, but hopefully he's having a good time up there. Really, really, really beautiful track. Absolutely loved that. I was very moved, and I love the way he used the young boy there as an avatar for the video. It was just brilliant. Just really, really enjoyed that. Ollie Spleen has been featured on this show before. We like him a lot. He's got his own style going on, and he's got a brilliant name as well. I was going to ask him if he played the organ. Oh dear. Okay, no more of those kind of jokes. Okay, they'll fire me and then they'll have to come up with a new name for the show. That's what happens, you see. They can't really fire you if you've got your name in the show, can they? You know, it's like John Craven's News Round, if you remember that. They couldn't fire John Craven, could they? Because they'd have had to change it to Brian Kent's News Round, or, you know, Bill Oddie's News Round, or something like that. Anyway, enough nonsense now. We're headed over to America now. This next track is by Cranston. Okay, that was Cranston with Always on the Run, which is an absolutely brilliant tune, and that's why I'm wearing my hood up, because I think the video, I don't know whether that was from Assassin's Creed or whether they just made it to look like it was, or whether it was none of the above. I just don't know how they did that video. I know I really enjoyed it and it was absolutely brilliant. Cranston is another one of the legendary Phil Vincent projects, and he has many projects. I think we played one of his projects last week, actually, just to prove the point. He's from Rhode Island, over in the Americas, and he co-wrote that track with Paul Sabu. And yeah, Phil Vincent owns Rock Company Records, and he's a brilliant producer, guitarist, songwriter. He's just an all-round genius. So yes, that was Cranston, Always on the Run. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. And also, they're thinking of doing an album, a Cranston album next year, so stay tuned for that, because that's bound to be good. You know it's going to be good. I'll just get my pick. There's my pick. There it is. I was flying blind there. I was using... I wasn't using a pick. I was just, you know... I was just farting around, really. This guitar I'm playing today is an Epiphone. It's for sale, actually, if anyone wants it. 45 quid. It's got a few dings in it. Where's the dings? You see the ding? There's a ding. There's a ding in the bottom there. See? Where I'm just pointing around there. There's a ding, but it sounds great. Plays absolutely beautifully. I never realised I could use this show as a vehicle for selling stuff. Then I want to hear about the mattress I've got for sale. Actually, I'm not even going to go there. Let's not talk about that. Or the muddy guitar case, because it's already caused enough trouble. And I've actually been officially barred from Pool Marketplace on Facebook. Can you believe that? Pool Marketplace barred me just for messing around. That's fine. If Pool Marketplace are like that, if they literally haven't got any fun in them whatsoever, then I shan't be going there. I shall sell my wares elsewhere, said the boy with the magic beans. There's plenty of mugs out there. Anyway, okay, yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. I'll just keep going until I've run out of things to say. So maybe you should enjoy this video by The Room.
Stopped in my tracks with a stick through my spokes. I kinda caved, I kinda stopped. Free fall sliding and I ran out of rope. I kinda rocked, I kinda rolled. I headline fast into a wall. I just stumbled, bit the dust. I fell out of love, I fell out of trust.
You brought this on yourself.
Self-destruction, no introspection.
You brought this on yourself.
That was the Tommy Cooper version of that famous dance track, which should have sounded like this. Ah, I can't do that. Hang on. Right, let's try again. It's just stupid, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have one more go at it. No, I can't do it. No, all right. Right, I'm going to stop farting around now. Right, never mind. That was The Room with Broken. We like them a lot. They're fantastic. You can tell when you watch that video, because obviously there was a lot of live footage in there, that those guys are just having a thoroughly good time, and everyone in the audience was also having a thoroughly good time. Love it. Really good, nice, meaty track there with lots of great melody and a very sneaky bit of modulation. That's a key change in the middle, which when I was trying to do my jam along with that, completely flummoxed me, I'm not going to lie. But to be fair, I can't even get that track right. Oh, there it is. There's the note. I'll come back to it at the end and see if I can get it right. So anyway, The Room are from London and the south of the UK. I believe they get together and they create great music. How it's been for them during lockdown, I don't know, but I do know that in 2018 December, I believe they signed to White Star Records, and they released that record. And they're just a fantastic band. I really like them, and we should watch out for more of them, and it would be nice to get along to one of their gigs sometime. Now, before I introduce this next act, I'm going to try and get this right. There it is. That's fantastic. Now I can go on tour with the dance band. Okay, you're really going to enjoy this next track. It's by the lovely Katie Hooper.
How I wanted to learn your
Sex and drugs and sausage rolls. Da da ba da ba ba. Yes, sex and drugs and sausage rolls. There's only one of those three things that I actually like. Because I've never really been keen on sex or drugs. Rock and roll sausage rolls. Vegetarian ones, of course. Oh, that was the very, very, very delightful Katie Hooper with her song Canario. Canario, or if the British would say, Canario. That's how it's spelt. I'm not sure whether it actually means canary or whether it's a place, because Katie Hooper has been to many, many places. She's been to places all around the world. When she was 18, she hitchhiked half across to the USA. She shaved her legs on the way, and then she became a... Oh, never mind, I've got the lyrics wrong. It doesn't matter anyway. Lou Reed, eat your heart out. Katie Hooper is a well-travelled girl. She's been all over the place, and she was brave because she hitchhiked all over the place doing gigs and stuff when she was only young, and she survived that, and she came back with Tales to Tell. She's had 3 independently produced albums by different people, and she's just brilliant. I actually met her at a place. She was at the Purbeck Music Festival, which is local to us, and it's a fantastic festival if you ever get a chance to go. Run by my friend Catherine Burke, who's a legendary folk musician, along with her dad Paul Burke, who is also a legendary folk musician who used to run the Bournemouth Folk Club back in Bournemouth. And I think he's just given that up now to do other stuff. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard. I think I heard that anyway. Anyway, going back to Katie Hooper, she's absolutely brilliant. I love her music. That was a really nice mellow track and just beautifully done, with all the people having a good time and the lovely percussion and the light, delicate music sounds there. It was just it was a joy. And we have played that on the show before because that's how much we like it. Yes, so are you enjoying OriGenaros? I hope you are. Don't make me come round your house and shout nasty things at your budgerigar. You're ready for Christmas then? Of course you are. Everyone's ready for Christmas. I'm not ready for Christmas at all. All I've bought for Christmas so far is a piece of Christmas tinsel, which is going to go on my Christmas twig, which I will put up in my room on the mantelpiece the day before Christmas, and then I'll take it down the day after Christmas on Punching Day. Good old Punching Day. It's a great day, and I'm very much looking forward to the Queen's speech. Obviously I'll be asleep, but I'm still looking forward to it. Anyway, yes, coming up next we have a very, very, very awesome new act, and you're going to enjoy the video very much. Get ready to dance. This is Thin Stick. absolutely brilliant. Thin Stick with their absolutely wicked track Chained to This Heart of Mine. I nearly forgot what it was called then. Also known, aka The Sleeping Spaceman. I'll have to go back and check I got that right afterwards. I hope I did. That was featuring Gabriel Marshall on the vocals. Thin Stick are a Wales-based EDM producer. They also do poetic stuff as well, and they've been creating music remotely during lockdown. And their MO, their modus operandi, or their mission statement, is to bring about peace and unification in the world. So I, for one, cannot fault them. And it was lovely to get a bit of hardcore on the show. I do like a bit of hardcore. It's funny that I've had a few remixes done of songs of mine in the past, and one of them was a hardcore mix of When the Last Bird Flies, if you remember that. So if anyone remembers that was one of my favourite remixes actually. I do like a bit of hardcore, and I used to like nothing more than bouncing around on the dance floor till silly hours in the morning, and then running home as fast as I could, powered by my own sense of self-satisfaction. Stopping off at the milk cart to nick a bottle of milk very quickly and a loaf of bread, and then running away from the milkman, who it turned out was an ex-athlete, so that didn't work out too well, and then sleeping in a hedge. So that's what happened to me. And Thin Stick, absolutely brilliant. Love that. We'd never heard of them before, but really, really like it. And I heard it was a non-profit record as well, which is really nice. They just gave that to the world. So thank you, Thin Stick. And it's got a space band in it. Beautiful animations. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a nice little voyage, and I like the sort of Tron sequences there with the all the grid stuff. It took me back. Because I was a big fan of the film Tron, and you can't go wrong. If it's got a spaceman in it, what's not to like? So yes, that was Thin Stick. That's jazz, baby. Actually, no, it's not jazz. This is something else entirely. Enjoy it.
Silence, it's
Don't try and do that on an acoustic guitar, it just doesn't work out. I mean, it probably does if you're a decent guitarist. Of course, that was Regional One Band with Dead Silence, which we have played on this show before. I really like them, it's riffing fantastic. Those guys did give me a severe case of guitar envy and also a severe case of guitar ability envy. They're two separate things, but they both hurt just as much. I went to the doctors about it and he said, well, just get better. And then someone might actually pay you and you might actually buy a decent guitar. Instead of just bashing around on 40 quid old Epiphones. Like those guys, they are from the south of the UK, I believe, somewhere. Obviously, it looks like a completely frenetic live experience, so I would like to see them live as well. And they state their influences as being people like Muse, Avenged Sevenfold, Royal Blood, and along with some of the more traditionally famous rock bands like AC/DC. So what's not to like? You know, absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed them, and yeah, I'll see you in the mosh pit sometime. Yes. So, how was your day then? Is everyone having a great time? I don't even know what that was. I was just arsing around, really. I was just I don't know. Yeah, where are we at? Yeah, oh my God, you're going to absolutely love this next act. I was lucky enough to see her live just a few days ago. So enjoy the video and we'll talk more in a minute. This is Sophie Griffiths.
I won't fake it. You and me. I can lead you down the path that I can see. You know I've tried to make it through. There's just no lightning spark igniting between me and you. If I could make it work, you know that I would. Keep your love and save it for somebody else. 'Cause I can't help if I don't feel the same as you. Keep your love, 'cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. And I can't help if I don't feel the same as you. I don't mean to let you down, 'cause I've been trying to turn this thing around. I can't watch her walk away. Just 'cause I don't want this doesn't mean I don't want you to stay. If I could make it work, you know that I would. Keep your love and save it for somebody else. 'Cause I can't help if I don't feel the same as you. Keep your love, 'cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. And I can't help if I don't feel the same as you. for somebody else. 'Cause I can't help, I don't feel the same as you. Oh, keep your love and save it for somebody else. 'Cause I can't help if I don't feel the same as you. Keep your love, 'cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. And I can't help if I don't feel the same as you.
Oh, that was the absolutely magic Sophie Griffiths. And yeah, apparently I have some sort of trouble saying the word Griffiths, because you could just go Griffiths. You can't say Griffiths. It's Griffiths. Sophie's 18. She's from Brentwood in Essex, and she is an absolutely fantastic, mesmerising performer. I was actually lucky enough to see her live a couple of days ago at this fantastic event that is held regularly in Poole and actually run by our producers, Matt and Mel. It's at the Lighthouse in Poole, and it's called Live and Unheard, and Sophie played a live show with her band of young musicians, Live and Unheard, and it was a truly captivating show. She was absolutely fantastic, so if you ever get a chance to go and see her, do. I know it's a bit tricky at the moment, but we are trying to get normal gigs back. But she was fantastic at the Lighthouse. She really was. We played quite a few of her songs on this show, and rightly so as well, because she's fantastic, and it's a great honour that she would send us her videos. That song was called "Keep Your Love," just in case I didn't mention that. I really enjoyed the video. She's doing really good videos as well. You know, I mean, she really gets her point across. You know, and it's nice. It's you know, to see someone so young being so creative, and all the band were fantastic as well. The guitarist, the bass player, the guy on the drums. Basically, yeah, there's just one guy in the band, and 4 girls. I mean, I wonder what that's like for him. Is that hard work for him, being in a band with 4 girls? I mean, he does get to sit behind him in the drums, so I mean, actually, we can probably edit that out. Do we need to? Probably not. I was just having a bit of fun. Anyway, that was Sophie Griffiths. She's fantastic. Watch out for her other songs. She's fantastic, and she's definitely going to be a big noise in the music biz. I'm pretty sure of it. I'd stake my bottom dollar on it. If I had a bottom dollar, because the thing is, I don't have a bottom dollar because I'm a musician. Lucky I've still got my bottom. Right, so what's happening next? Oh yes, we're going to stay with the ladies now, and please enjoy this track by Cherry Morris.
It's easy until I make you take it. Don't try to fight the feeling. Don't try to fight the feeling. I wanna hear you screaming. I wanna hear you screaming. Your water and fire all rolled into one. You are my sea and you are my sun. Your waves washing over, I am coming undone. My skin feels the warmth. I am going to come. You tell me you want it, so you can never take it back. Just tease me, it's easy until I make you take it. Don't try to fight the feeling. Don't try to fight the feeling. I wanna hear you screaming. I wanna hear you screaming. Don't try to fight the feeling. Don't try to fight the feeling. I wanna hear you screaming. I wanna hear you screaming.
Rhythm. That was Rhythm by Cherry Morris. Cherry Morris is fantastic. She's one of my friends. I'm very lucky to be able to call her a friend. Hopefully I still can, because not so long back I sold her a guitar amp. And she hasn't been back to complain about it. So hopefully I got away with it. She's fantastic. I really love the chords in that song. There's a kind of dark, mysterious energy about the whole thing. Filmed in the Purbex down there on the Jurassic coast there. Was it somewhere near Lulworth or Chapman's Pool or something like that? I don't know. It was just really fantastic. Anyway, it's down that way somewhere near Lulworth. And she's just a fantastic artist. I've been lucky enough to see her live quite a few times, and she used to come down and play my open mics in the old days. Very captivating performer, just fantastic in all respects. And she writes a mean tune as well. So yes, that was Cherry Morris. What else can I say about Cherry Morris? She lives in a really nice part of, actually I can't tell you where because you'll all go around her house and hassle her to forget that. I was going to say, she does live in a really nice place down by a very nice stretch of water, and it was just really nice going down there. And you know, was it not for social distancing, I would have probably gone in for a cup of tea. Because I like tea. If anyone wants to invite me around for tea, I can happily sit in your garden. I don't have to come in your house. I'll wear my mask. Just pass me a cup of tea out the window. I will happily sit there. If you want me to play a song, anything apart from Wonderwall. Because I don't really like playing Wonderwall, unless you give me 20 quid, in which case I'll play Wonderwall. You won't get it that cheap from Oasis. Also, my version's better. Although, to be fair, they wrote it, and you've always got to go hats off to the people that wrote it. Haven't you? unless the song was horrible in the first place. But you know, I know a lot of people give Wonderwall some grief, but it's actually a very nice song. You know, when I first heard it, I absolutely loved it. It's just obviously got played to death in all the pubs by all the many musicians all over the world, and it becoming pretty much the most requested song of all time at any sort of gig, like any open mic or any live gig anywhere where there's a band doing covers. I played it in a nightclub once, and I said that. Someone said, "Will you play Wonderwall?" I went, "That'll be 20 quid." So he paid me 20 quid, and then his friend came up to me and went, "Oh, I was in the toilet, I missed that." He said, "Will you play it again?" And I said, "Well, that'll be another 20 quid." And they gave me another 20 quid. You might have heard this story before. If I've already told this story on OriGenaros, I apologise. I tend to be losing my marbles a little bit and maybe repeating myself a little bit. Never mind. The glory years were great. You know, that life isn't for me anymore. It's time to settle down with me pipe and me slippers and me rocking chair. My rocking chair! Right, yes, so that was Terry Morris, and now staying with the ladies one more time. Another friend of mine, all the way from down under. This is the fantastic Katie Jane.
Maybe I'm the next one to help you forget about the ex-one. Or maybe I'm just something you do to waste some time. No, I'm not the kind of girl you settle down with, but I'm here and it's easy and I don't seem to mind. So go on, use me, invisibly bruise me, I'll be alright. Every time, so go on, use me, so self-abusing. It's just one more night, I see it every time. So go on, use me, like I'm using you. Pretend that she's not the one you're craving instead. And maybe I can look at you and not see him. No, you're not the kind of guy that I could run to, but I'm here in this moment and I don't seem to mind. So go on, use me, invisibly bruise me, and I'll be alright. I am every time. So go on, use me, so self-abusing. It's just one more night, I see it every time. So go on, use me,
in a fried out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. Met a strange lady, her name was Katie Jane. And at least once she did make me breakfast, but she never ever made me a Vegemite sandwich. Or she might have done, I just can't remember. That's Katie Jane, good friend of mine. She's from Australia. Katie spelt K-A-T-I-E, the standard way you might spell Katie, unless you spell it with a Y. And then obviously Jane, J-A-Y-N-E. And she's marvellous. She's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant singer. We like her a lot, and she's doing well over there. She's won some country stuff, and she's played some big country festivals. I think it was C2C or CM. I can't remember which one it was now. She's done some good stuff. Go and find her. She has got a group on Facebook, I think, called Katie's Mates. I don't know whether you can get into that group or whether you just have to actually be one of Katie's mates. I'm just not entirely sure. I'm actually in the group, funnily enough, but God knows how I got there. But yes, Katie, I used to share a house back in the day, and she was a great housemate, a lot of fun, and a lovely lady, and I really wish her well in the music business because she is fantastic. That song was called Use Me, if I forgot to mention that. Did I mention that? I probably did forget to mention it. It's called Use Me, and we've played that before. I think it even features a little scene where Katie looks like she's doing some washing up, which I don't ever remember her doing at the old house. I'm joking. In fact, I'm pretty sure I made that joke before as well, so sorry about me. I tend to recycle my jokes because it saves having to think of new ones. You know, and to continue with the downward spiral, what I do is I constantly set myself low standards and then fail to achieve them. It's true though. Anyway, so I hope Katie's doing well. Haven't seen her for a little while, but she's out there making music, and that track was just beautifully produced. I really like it and very catchy. She's great at writing pop songs, is Katie Jane. And I hope she's getting on well with her guitar. Because me and Kate used to have a few jams back in the old days, back in the days when she was setting out on guitar, and obviously she's a very accomplished musician, and she's gone along, and she's always written great songs anyway ever since day one. So there you go, that's Katie Jane. I'm going to stop gushing now, and just better do the chorus. Do you come from a land down under? Women glow and men chunder. Okay, yeah, well, I can't be bothered to sing all that song. I just can't be asked. What I can do is say thank you ever so much for tuning in once again to watch OriGenaros. This has been episode 5 of series 3, I'm guessing. Having loads and loads of fun with this. Please do share this show out if you get to see it. And if you know anyone who might want to sponsor us, give me a shout. If you know anyone who wants to buy this guitar, give me a shout. There's no profit in it for me. I'm selling it for my housemate. If I get a sandwich out of it, I'll be happy. So now we have something special. I think I've said everything I need to say now. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, really, really. And do give this show a share everywhere. My name's Genaro, and I will be coming to you in glorious Technicolor week after week until somebody shoots me. So, yes, now we have the special feature I mentioned earlier. So please stay tuned for this very, very special interview that was recorded at Rockfield Studio. Mr. Matt Black went up there with his erstwhile son, Mr. Chris Payne, and Matt interviewed the legendary Tenderhooks. So enjoy this, and from me, Genaro, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, bye.
So we just arrived at Rockfields. There's Chris surveying his future property. We've seen a Stone Roses video with that barn in the background. I think it wouldn't be difficult to find. They're famous for helping put this studio on the map. We're parked here next to this more modern building. Obviously, they've been quite successful as a studio, so they've got the facilities and things all sorted out. If we lose Chris, you'll know where he is. He's in that hole somewhere. And I believe that there, just behind there, is the original farmhouse at Rockfields, where it all began. There's 2 studios here. I believe one's through there in the quadrangle. I'm going to go into the courtyard in a second and see if I can look around. And then the Coach House studio, where the band we're going to be interviewing, they're in this one. So that's how it's cool. Welcome to Hangover Hill TV special. I'm actually at Rockfields with Tender Hooks. Now you'll know Tender Hooks if you watch OriGenaros, Genaro program, and if you listen to Black on Track. That's the two things we do. We play a lot of their stuff purely because everyone loves it. Obviously, don't let them feel like they're great. but on my right, your left, is Marcus Napier, and he's the songwriter and basically the guy that waves the wand about, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit, I suppose, the driving force.
The driving,
driving.
But Rockfields, you had a lot of, I mean, obviously this is well known for its history and things like that, and are you getting any of that when your performances? Are you finding that's coming through?
Definitely, I think Charlatans were here last week, and just when you chat with people, just the whole atmosphere is good, isn't it?
Well, I don't chat with anyone.
Get out there and chat!
Not allowed to. So how many are in Tender Hooks? I mean, was it 5?
There's 5, yeah. We have a backing vocalist that's going to be on the album called Maria. She was on the 2020 Vision with her partner, and they did a lot of great work. And then our producer Mike, who unfortunately can't make it because of his child and childcare and all the rest of it. And he's the one that really most probably is quite upset.
Yeah.
Because he's so steeped in music knowledge, and you know, this would have been something that would have really sort of maybe been on his bucket list. But maybe I'm hoping he might be able to get down here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're handling it all right without Mike. Aren't we?
Well, rid of
Jack.
Well, rid of Brian.
Edit this bit out
Dave and Mike have got a bit of history, but that's all good. Well, if he comes tomorrow, that's great. But Jack, the engineer, I've got to say, is very good as well.
Yeah.
He's also a drum and bass guy. He produces his own stuff, so he's got an ear.
That's cool.
He's been helping me with I did 3 takes on my vocals for 3 songs yesterday, so he was very, very good with a lot of the feedback I was getting, which is what you want, really.
So you're here for 3 days. You've got an ambitious list of songs you want to do, but you are doing it live, aren't you?
It's a full album, and we want to try and get those songs to a point where we just need to do overdubs. If I can do all my vocals here, and then we'll see tomorrow what time we have left. If Ben can start doing some solo work and bits and bobs that we can just use our time. Because we're getting a 12-hour day here. And because we're living, we can go down there and be recording till 11, which we did last night, didn't we? Well, I was down there because I did the last vocal at that time. So, and then you just fall into bed and have a drink here and and then get up, and obviously it's just there.
It's focusing as well.
Perfect.
I think it's great, and staying. It was actually the first residential studio in the world, wasn't it?
I'm sure that a lot of
on purpose. On purpose. I think there's lots of sofas people have slept on. But it's a clever idea because you are in focus. You're at the office, which is the thing.
You take yourselves away, and when you see documentaries about all these great bands like the Stones, they would go and hire a chateau out in France, or Deep Purple were in some place in Geneva, wasn't it, or along the coastline there when the fire was on, and they just
went where the drummer knocked out the singer, wasn't it?
they just went into this place where they watch it.
This is in parallel.
I think they're just like the Echo in this empty building, and they just set up their recording gear and recorded smoke on the wall. The hotel burned down and they got the vibe for that. So no, we haven't had anything quite as.
That was Deep Purple, you fool.
I did say Deep Purple.
Oh, the other was still on about Stones.
Led Zeppelin as well did so people have to the drums, Bonham's drums going up the
stairwell.
Talking just before we went to camera, but you're working to click on the one we've just overheard you doing, and that's a new discipline, isn't it? Because it's not live, but it is, and it's 3 more.
Yes, it's it's one of those things. I think if we rehearse, I think most bands most probably play to a click. Even live, the drummer may have a click in his ear.
A lot of people do, different kind of things coming in and out.
It's
for the viewers.
It's working, but it needs a bit of extra practice. That's all. But we got the songs. We had 3 more rehearsals. obviously we had lockdown, all the rehearsal studios were shut, you know, and it was a real problem. Where are we going to rehearse? I thought we could get here the night before and have a rehearsal here, but as it happened, we had 3. And Ben, who lives in a sort of industrial park, his building has some studios.
Brilliant.
So we were fortunate to be able to get in there 3 times and just get these songs sounding. We were confident that the arrangements and all the parts were ready to go. And Jack, we're kind of proving you wrong, that we can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's our engineer. Lovely
Brilliant.
Jack. And
so
so
songs-
hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get them all done.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. And you're the chief songwriter.
I'm the songwriter, but I will
Yeah.
take a song to the band and then everyone will add their element, then arrangements get changed, new parts get written. So yes, basically lyrics and most chord structures and everything go through me. So,
Okay, and from what we've seen as well of the band, there's a lot of humour in you know, you have a good laugh doing what you're doing. It is the music business.
I don't think we've got so much humour on this album, have we? I mean, the last one we had, No One Gives a Monkeys, and we had a few songs sort of a little bit more kind of Ian Jury, kind of madnessy. This has got a bit more rock vibe.
2020 vision, all about the world going.
Yeah,
down.
well,
That's
we got another one. We got
2020 vision. I got 2020 vision. It's my decision. I'm on a mission to sort this mess out, sort it out. 2020 vision. I got 2020 vision. I'm no necromancer, no JC Prancer. Gonna sort this mess out, sort it out, sort out this mess. Don't you see that we're drowning in our own excess? Gonna send out for help, but there's no one on the line. Gonna send an SOS, don't you see we're running out of time? 2020 vision. We got 2020 vision. I'm on a mission, it's my decision to sort this mess out, sort it out. 2020 vision. I got 2020 vision. I'm no low-life freelancer, no dirty dancer. Gonna sort this mess out, sort it out, sort out this mess. Don't you see that we're drowning in our own excess? Gonna send out for help, but there's no one on the line. Gonna send an SOS, don't you see that we're running out of time? Yes, we are. The clock's ticking. Got 2020 vision. It's my decision. I'm on a mission to sort this mess out, sort it out. 2020 vision. I got 2020 vision. I'm no soapbox preacher, no White House tweeter. Gonna sort this mess out, sort it out, sort out this mess. And don't forget that clown. I'm bringing all
this album, Travelling Underground.
Excellent.
That's quite intense, actually. It's quite intense.
So I was going to get to that. As the songwriter, what inspires you? Are you the sort of person that finds comedy in adversity?
Yeah, that's funny, really.
I think his main inspiration is if someone's going to annoy Duck, if I'm going to do it. Is that right, Mark?
Hence the name Tango.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a lyrical line like "No one gives a monkeys," and I'll try and build a song around and "No one gives a monkeys about your trouble and strife." Now, really, most people would think trouble and strife was your wife, but the song isn't really supposed to be about the wife.
Yeah,
it's more about, I've got this, I've got that. Right. I like to, I've got my friends, and I'm doing all right for myself. And I'm not worried about any trouble and strife. And I think that's got a nice lyric on it, which is light-hearted and quite very English, whereas quite a lot of the songs we're doing are more kind of Americana, rock, a bit more rocky, aren't they? Together is a song that I wrote, which we just played, which you've heard off the back of all the Black Lives Matter, and just racial, tensions all over the world. So that's good. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's not cheesy, but it's
I think
a good message in there.
I think nothing's cheesy. It's my own personal thing is don't worry about what the audience thinks. Do what you want, and then the audience comes with you if they want to. It's a way of filtering people out.
You're a songwriter yourself, then?
I wouldn't say I am, but I have written songs. I'm surprised by when I went through the list what I have written. I tend to be easy to write. If someone gives me an idea of a situation, I can write for that. But I'm not really very good at writing things that are close to my heart. Whereas Chris, who's behind the camera there, he's a very good songwriter, and that's I wish I could do that sort of thing. I think it's a practice thing, isn't it? But
it is. Sometimes they take a lot more work songs, and sometimes songs like a lot of people say, that particular track took me 5 minutes to write. It just came out. And that's it. And it's made them money for the rest of their lives.
So they bring it to Rockfields.
Well, they might. Yeah.
I'm glad that Jack's joined us because you're a resident engineer here, I presume. And having someone who works with you, that knows the gear, as the guitarist said earlier on, who knows how the gear works and knows the nuances like a car. And then that means that, and I know this about this studio particularly, if the guitarist wants to try something, they've got a lot of things geared up that they can switch over to a different amp and things like that. You can do different things quickly without having to rewire stuff. It's based on the creativity as well as getting it down.
It seems a really, it's very functional, I have to say.
Well, I'm just going to
go down, we've got to crack on.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry, we're actually being filmed.
No, it's fine. It's all going to be edited. It's all going to be edited through. I'm glad you were in that. Thanks. So thanks to Tenderhooks, Jack, and Rockfield Studio.
And thanks to Hangover Hill for coming up.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure. Nice to meet you, and good luck. We'll definitely look forward to the next album.
Yeah. Right. Maybe we should do some music.